It's week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, and it's all up next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. A very Merry Christmas Day, everyone. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this, the first of three here on this Monday. And it starts with a couple of rivals with history back to the AFL days.
History indeed. Great games. Teams that had to go through each other in order to accomplish what they wanted, which was to get to the Super Bowl. And remember just a few years ago, Kansas City, they've owned this rivalry in recent years. But the Raiders...
The first of three here this Christmas Day spectacular. The Raiders and Chiefs are underway. Sheds off the tackle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Herbert to throw right away. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle to about the 48-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 12 carries, 65 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you got some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play, even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
Ethan Evans on down to punt. Deep to return is Darius Davis. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And
not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? First a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller was looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, it's Tua. A short throw taken in by Long. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third down throw incomplete as well.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Tua's throw complete here to Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties. Have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they got to make sure that they don't have those.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Vaughn again. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fighting through. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side. Reed. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Here comes third down and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Tua to try again on second down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Fielded at the 20. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football first and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of it.
Now loose football. The ball comes out and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And now realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Bourne going to go in motion left. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. About 3 yards there to the 27. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and the first down.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37. 46-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Herbert back to the air. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle, held in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Tua. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It fights him off. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Herbert now. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown taking it in. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a handoff for Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Tuesday Flowers. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
2 and now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Tua going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Quickly a slant to Renfro. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Samori Toure, 34 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to St. Brown. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Well, he's free going down the left return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Throw caught by Achane.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well timed, and it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one up and hopefully put this game away.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raiders heading out to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Achane gets it from the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Pierce. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Achane will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, Herbert. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll dump this off to H.M. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Here comes 2nd down. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Herbert to throw. Connecting with Renfro. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Herbert going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Touchdown Raiders. throw. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Herbert. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. And I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. Over the middle, held in by Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. Tua. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Here's Tua. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.